Today I will tell you about switches. What are switches? Switches are cleaner alternative to multiple if-else statements when checking one variable against many values. Each case handles a specific value. So in short, switches are a much cleaner and easier alternative to use or check some values of a variable instead of having a lot of if-else statements in a program. So let me just show you through an example. The syntax of a switch expression is such as we have switch a variable of our expression value 1 code to be executed break value 2 case executed code break and default case if the values don't match. So let's just go through a code example. As you can see, this program tells us which day of the week we are in by telling the number of the day we are in. So if we press 3, we are on Wednesday, 4, Thursday, 5, Friday, or anything else, weekend or invalid day. So this is a basic program and this explains us the syntax. Now I also want to talk about nested if-else statements in C. So nested if-else statements are if statements inside other if statements for complex decisions making useful when conditions depend on previous checks. So here you can see this is a sample program for you to check about nested if else. So nested if else is nothing, just if else inside if else, and this is done to take complex decisions, and this is a basic simple example for you to understand nested if else. So if you want to know whether a number is positive or even, so first we have to check whether a number is positive, then we have to check whether it is even or not. So we have a int num equals to 15. First we checked whether it is positive or not by number greater than 0, and then we checked whether it is even or not. And if we run this program, we will find out this number is not even but positive. The number is positive and number is odd. So this is the use of nested if else. Now I have a program for all of you to understand about switch cases and if else statements nested. So now this tells us and performs basic mathematical operations like plus, minus, multiply, divide, and I want you all to code this on your own. First let me show you how this code works and how this program works, and I want you all to code this on your own. Enter the first number 4, enter the second number 2, enter the operation, let it be multiplication. Result is this, and this can perform all the various operations such as multiplication, plus, minus, divide. So what I did is the basic syntax, then I got all the variables declared, and I also declared a valid equals to 1, and I will show you why I declared this. I asked for all the numbers and then I used a switch case for the operator variable to be checked, case plus num1 plus num2 minus subtraction, multiplication, division. Now here an if else statement comes. If num2 equals to 0, we all know we can't divide a number by 0, then we will printf you cannot divide by 0, and valid becomes 0. And why I converted valid equals to 0 and valid equals to 1? So I declared a valid variable, and here when we are going to print result, we check if this is valid or not. So if valid becomes 0, this result will not be printed because here result is nothing. So when result gets printed without even being declared or initialized, it refers or gives some undefined behavior, gives some garbage value output. So we want our output to be clean, that's why we did valid variable declaration, and that's the only reason. And here is the default case and invalid operator. Let me just show you. First number 5, second number 0, operation divide, you cannot divide by 0. So this was the switch cases and nested if else. and I want you all to practice this program on your own. The GitHub link will be provided in the comment and description.